guys know what I'm going to be telling you about today are animal adaptations and things animals can use in the wild to help them survive. So as soon as Abby, our handler, gets out here with our first animal, I will begin showing you guys what they can do. But it might take a second because we're a little short-staffed today. So if you guys have any questions about animal adaptations before we begin, feel free to ask. Go ahead, sweetie. Well, that's actually going to be a surprise, so when he gets out here, you'll get to see him, okay? Okay. Well, we're going to be using a couple different animals, and they're all going to be adults. Well, no, I take that back. Two of them are going to be adults. Well, these guys live in a wide variety of habitats, so we're animals from different parts of the world. Some are from the rainforest, one can actually be from the North American forest, and one is actually super adaptable, so she lives all over the place in South America. And it sounds like our first animal is going to be coming out right about now. You guys give me just a minute. I promise you will be here quick. No, it's not a monkey.
I have a question. Can a rabbit, a human, a wolf, or a house cat run 40 miles per hour?
A wolf.
Oh! Yeah!
Guys, you need to make sure that you are listening to the trainer, okay? It's not very nice for the trainer to talk and you're not listening.
I know, I'm sorry we are running just a little smidge late, so, because we're really short-staffed today, so just give us a minute, because they are wild animals. These guys are really well-trained wild animals, but they're not pets, so they don't always do exactly what we ask them. So do you guys heard me? No, they're very...
Our children are trained, and they don't always do exactly what we ask them. They're domesticated children, and they still don't know.
No, but that is something that we say here at the park is our animals, they are really well-trained wild animals. And it takes a lot of experience, a lot of patience, and a lot of time to work with these guys to get them to a degree where we can handle them safely. And so, here he comes. It sounds like our first animal. There he is! You guys guess what that is? An anteater, that's correct. This is Kong, and he's a tamandua, which is a lesser anteater. Now, there are three different types of anteaters. There is the giant anteater, and they're about the same size as a German shepherd, so they're really big. Now, and they live on the ground, all their lives on the ground. And then there's the smaller silky anteater, and that's about the size of a squirrel. It weighs about 11 ounces, and they live up in the trees their entire lives. Now, these guys, they are adapted for living both in the trees and on the ground. Now, he has a couple of really cool adaptations specifically for being an anteater. You guys take a look at that really long nose. His sense of smell is about 40 times better than ours. I mean, they have really incredible senses of smell. They've also got can you guys guess how long his tongue might be? 11 inches. No, it's actually more than 11 inches. If you guys know anything about giraffes, his tongue is actually 3 inches shorter than a giraffe's. His tongue is 15 inches long. Yeah, that's about 1/3 of his body size. It's about the same length as his tail. And Kong is actually a little sleepy today. He likes the sunshine. He likes sleeping out in the sunshine. And like I said, they don't always. Actually, if you guys wait just a second, if he yawns here, you'll actually get a really good look at that 15-inch long tongue. You see, when these guys open their mouth only opens about as wide as a pencil. So when they yawn, they have to stick their tongue out really far so they can actually yawn. Now, if you guys take a quick look at Kong's claws, you see those claws right there? They're about 3 inches long, and they are strong enough thick. They are like cement. They are hard to break open. So these guys have to be really tough. Now, like I said, he's adapted to living both on the ground and in the trees. So if you guys take a quick look at Kong's tail, he's probably not going to be too pleased with us about that. If you guys take a quick look at Kong's tail, his tail is fully prehensile. You guys know what that means? It means they can actually hang upside down by their tails. It's something they do naturally in the wild. It's a natural behavior. So holding him like this, this doesn't bother him at all. He's also very secure, so he knows that we won't drop him, even if he doesn't curl his tail around us like he usually does. He knows that we won't drop him, so he's just being lazy. There we go, he's a little more awake. Kind of, thinking about it. And now these guys, because they have such a fantastic sense of smell, they have small eyes and poor vision. So instead they also have really good hearing. So their hearing and their sense of smell are their two best senses. So do you guys have any more questions about Kong? We can't actually make his tongue come out. It's kind of in there, and that we don't pull it out. Sorry. If you were a little more into his treats, which he's not really. Oh, there we go, just a little bit. There we go. You can see his tongue is really long and skinny. Perfect for sticking in an ant or termite mounds. Okay, next question. How about you roll over? Oh, yeah, he really can if he wants to. Any other questions, guys? Do you have a question, sweetie? Yeah? Do you have a question? Does he eat teddy bears? No. He might play with them, actually. These guys, they can be really funny when they're playful. So if we give him like a toy, he might play with it.
Are they naturally slow?
They're usually pretty slow. They are related to sloth. They're edentates, which means toothless because they have little or no teeth. But when they get going, they actually can build up to a gallop, which is like the equivalent to our walk. But really, it's not that fast. What is he eating? He is eating raspberry newt mashed up with water.
But don't they eat ants?
Don't they eat ants? Well, yeah, in the wild these guys do eat ants, termites. They'll also eat honey, bee larvae, and overripe fruit. Now, since these guys do live here, they get a little more variety. And we can't go catch 9,000 ants for them every day, and we have 2 of them, so that would be like 20,000 ants every single day. We can't get that many ants. So they get a supplement. They actually get what's called leaf eater. And then we mix it up with cat food, banana, water, and a couple other things, and make a smoothie for them, and they love it. It's gross, it smells funny, but they love it. And you can see some use of that tail right there. Okay, how about a few more questions?
Temperament. I mean, he seems to be so...
Yeah, he's pretty laid back. No, she's actually gonna go grab our next animal, but you guys can keep asking questions while we do this. So no, these guys, they're not, excuse me for saying this, they're not very intelligent, as certain animals go. They're not particularly bright. They can learn a few things, but mostly what they understand is we're not gonna hurt them. We provide their food and we work with them consistently. So they're really usually okay with us picking them up and